All right, so we have some official trade compensation here. We know the exact details of the trade. It's no players, so that's an important thing to note here. I want to make a video kind of breaking this down, even though I already talked a lot about this in my last video, because I wanted to kind of touch on it from the Texans side of things a little bit as well. I mostly talked about it from the Browns side of things. So the Texans get 3 first-round picks, a third-rounder, and a late-round swap, a fourth for a fifth. So who cares about that, really? It's basically just 3 first-rounders and a third-rounder. I mean, you know, a swap doesn't hurt necessarily, but that's the main that's the main thing you're getting here. So I think from the Texans' perspective, you really have to sit here and, quite frankly, just say, like, this is a absolute win for your franchise, right? I mean, let's be honest, it's not the best publicity, a Deshaun Watson type. So getting him out of the building and getting 3 first-round picks here, kind of what we talked about last year was, oh man, this Texan stuff, it's so unfortunate. The one thing they had was the quarterback, but now he wants out. But at least they'll get some draft compensation. And then with this whole legal stuff, we were worried they wouldn't get the draft compensation. Well, now they get it. And again, we've seen this happen a few times, like with Miami and with the Raiders, where they trade away players to get draft capital. You know, Miami, part of it was with Houston. But then if you don't hit on those picks, it doesn't really matter, right? You have to hit on the picks, and that's the hard part. The easy part is trading away your good players to get draft picks. The hard part is hitting on those draft picks, and we'll see if they can do it, because last year they seemingly did a good job with Davis Mills. They didn't have much draft capital to go with here. Now to have a little bit more draft capital to work with, and they got a lot of work to do. There's no denying that, but they can start to move in the right direction. I find it interesting Baker Mayfield was not involved in this, which to me, that just tells me the Texans didn't want Baker Mayfield. Because if you wanted him, you probably would have, they would have given you him as well, right? They would have thrown that in there. So I'm sure that talk happened. Maybe they felt like they would rather have an extra third-round pick than Baker Mayfield or something like that, and that's why it happened. So I could see something like that. But it is interesting, too, because I remember when this news first broke, part of what we talked about and why I thought Cleveland actually did kind of make some sense to some degree was simply because basically it's like you can throw in Baker Mayfield. You have this extra piece, but now getting Watson, it's, obviously an upgrade. So for Cleveland, like the Cleveland Browns are happy with their trade, but for the Texans, you're also very happy with this return, right? If you're a Texans fan, it's been a rough few years for you guys, right? Since the fall of the Bill O'Brien era and all of that stuff. So getting this draft capital, it's a big deal. So I want to kind of touch on that a little bit because I didn't touch on it too much in my first video, and also just keep you guys updated. That is the official draft capital. Interesting stuff. But yeah, that's what I think. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. Always love hearing from you. And of course, as always, thanks for watching.